what's up, Mash? Here comes the celebration. The moment we have been traveling towards finally arrived. My brother's wedding. It was held by the sea, where the horizon seemed to stretch without end. As if even the ocean understood that some promises deserve an infinite backdrop. The waves kept their own rhythm, wind whispered through every chair, and the day felt like the nature had decided to attend the ceremony as an honored guest before the vows came to chaos. There were things to carry, details to fix, people to find, and countless little problems that no one remembers once the photos are taken. Weddings are funny that way. They look effortless from the outside, yet they are held together by dozens of invisible hands. My fiancée became one of those hands. She stepped in without being asked, helping my family prepare, doing makeup for my parents, the groom, and whoever needed her. She moved through the morning like someone who had always belonged there. She never asked for recognition. She just saw what needed to be done and did it. I watched her. Somewhere between the rush of the day, I realized something. She had been taking care of the people I love, but I haven't done enough to take care of her. I was beside her throughout the trip. Yet, there's a difference between standing next to someone and making them feel that you're there. Presence isn't measured in distance. It's measured in attention. That was a hard lesson to swallow. Being fiancé isn't just waiting for a wedding day to arrive. It's the apprenticeship of becoming a husband. Every ordinary day is quietly teaching you how to love better, how to notice more, how to put someone else's heart beside your own. And how fitting that I learned this while watching my brother become a husband. Life has a beautiful sense of timing. When the ceremony began, the world seemed to slow down. I stood beside my brother as his best man, doing everything I could to make the day a little easier for him. Then came the reception, where I stood before everyone to give a speech. It's strange how words can feel so heavy until they're spoken, and then they become memories. After the wedding, the days no longer rush. They drifted. We spent them exploring the province, sharing meals that always seemed to multiply as more people arrived, laughing over drinks, catching up on the years that had passed too quickly. We visited different places, but the destination was never really the point. We also paid our respects to my late grandfather. There's something humbling about standing before someone who can no longer speak, yet still manages to teach you. Love doesn't disappear when a person does. It changes its address. It moves into memories, into family traditions, into stories we tell, so that people we've lost never truly leave the table. The town was already preparing its fiesta, so the plaza was filled with familiar sounds, gatherings, the simple joy that seemed to come so naturally in the province. It pulled me back to my childhood, to a time when life was measured by school vacations, town celebrations, and the distance between sunrise and dinner. Nostalgia is a strange thing. It doesn't ask you to live in the past. It simply reminds you who helped build the person you are today. When the trip finally came to an end, I realized it had never been just about attending a wedding. It was about learning where my responsibilities truly lie. To my parents who spent their lives carrying our family, to my brothers who have walked beside me long before either of us knew where life would lead, to my fiancée who continues to choose me even on the days when I don't deserve her patience. Love isn't about choosing one person over another. It's about learning how to carry each relationship with the care it deserves without letting another one fall from our hands. Balance isn't something you find. It's something you practice. Now I'm back home. The condo feels quieter than I remember. It's amazing how a place can feel larger when the people you love are miles away. So I'm left here with my thoughts. A few regrets. With a better understanding of the man I'm still trying to become. Regret, I've learned, isn't always about a punishment. Sometimes it's a compass. It points toward a part of yourself that still needs work. As long as you're willing to listen, it becomes less of a weight and more of a teacher. I'm thankful there will be a next time. Another family gathering. Another celebration. Another chance to love the people around me a little better than I did before. I've always told myself to keep making mistakes, not because mistakes are good, but because an honest mistake followed by an honest lesson becomes a brick. And brick by brick. That's how a good life is built. Not on perfection, but on the courage to keep rebuilding yourself. I miss my family, Mash. But maybe that's the price of having a place that feels like home. You have to leave it every now and then, so you never forget how much it means to come back. I'll see you around, man.